Hi, I'm Kumravel from Mechanical Department, Sri Shanmuga College of Engineering and Technology. So in this video, we are going to discuss about that is a Water Act, that is a 1974. In our previous video, we already discussed Environmental Protection Acts 1986. So now move on to the topic. So, introduction about the Water Act 1974. So this act came into the force in the 1970, in the year of 1974. So it is applicable to the states of Assam, Bihar, so Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Haryana, Tripura, West Bengal, Jammu Kashmir, so Rajasthan, Kerala, and all the union territories. So it could also adopted by any state through a resolution passed declaring adopt to the act. So the act So Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Haryana, West Bengal, Jammu Kashmir, so Kerala, and although also in all union territories, that is Andaman Nicobar, so like that. So the Water Act 1974 was introduced to the main objective is to prevent and control the water pollutions and to restore and maintain the wholesomeness of water for the establishment. So, and also it confers some powers to the established bodies such as central government, central government or central board, as well as the state board to control the pollution and then protection of water bodies. Okay. So next thing, so what are the definitions based on the Water Acts? So under the section 2 of the India, then section 2 of the Act, so contain a certain definitions. So based on the Water Act 1974, so these are all the definitions. So that is the first thing, that is a board. So what is meant by board? It is based on the Act 1974. It means either the central board or the state board. Okay. So after that, that's the section 2E. So the section 2E of the Act defines, so what is a pollution? Okay. So the section 2E mainly defines the what is the pollutions. So according to section 2E, pollutions means the contamination of any contaminations of water or alterations of the physical, chemical, or biological properties of water, or disposing any sewage waste in the water, which is likely to cause a nuisance of or render such water to harmful to the public health or safety, or to the domestic or industrial or other legitimate use or harmful to the life and health of the animals and then adequate plants. So these are all the definition of what is pollution based on the Water Act 1974. So it includes the water course. So water course means that is flowing or dry, like that. The inland water, whether natural or artificial or subterranean water, or the sea or tidal waters, or the state may prescribe from any time to time. Okay, so according to the section 2B, it's purely based on, that is a central board, means that is a central pollutions control board, that is a CPCB. So under then section 2H is purely for a state board, means that is a state pollution control board, that is in the short form state SPCB. Okay, so there are the two agencies for preventing the water pollutions. So first of all, we already discussed. There is a Central Pollution Control Board, that is a CB, and then second one, that is a State Pollution Control Board, that is a SPCB, right? So central for whole the nations. So state pollution control for a particular state, that is like Tamil Nadu or otherwise Kerala or otherwise Rajasthan, Orissa, so like that. So that is a central board, Central Pollution Control, that is a CPCD. So it is the constitutions or compositions based on the section 3. So based on the section 3, the central government, the constitution and the composition and the section 3, the central government, through a notice in the official gazette, so has the power to assign or set up any central board named as Central Pollution Control Board, that is named as CPCB. So as far as the composition of the board is concerned, the central board is to certain following members. So first thing, a chairman. So for the chairman who has the knowledge or has the practical experience in dealing with the cases relating to the environmental protections, the chairman is to appointed by the central government only. This is the main thing. So in the CPCB, Central Pollution Control Board, so not more than 5 officials to represent by the government. So not more than the 5 officials. So after that, so not more than the 5 members to be nominated by the central government from the members of state board. So based on the state board, 5 members only allowed, or 4 or 3 like that, more not more than 5. So not more than 5 members to be nominated by the central government from the member of the state board, particular state, based on the particular state. So after that, so maximum 3 members to be appointed by the central government to represent the interest of agriculture, to represent the interest of agriculture, fisheries, so trade or any other interest as the government maybe seem fit. So only 3 members appointed, that is based on the interest, that is in the field of agriculture, fisheries or trade or any other interest of the government may seem fit. Okay. So after this, 2 persons to represent the company side, based on the company side or corporations owned or controlled by the central government. Okay, central government peoples, only 2 persons allowed in a central pollution board. So after that, a full-time member secretary have the complete knowledge and experience and the qualification of scientific management and prevention of environmental pollutions. So these are the composition of CPCB. So one chairman and then not more than 5 officials from the central government, and also not more than 5 members nominated by the central government from the state board, particular state board. So maximum 3 members appointed from the interest of agriculture, fisheries, trade. So after that, 2 persons to be represented by the companies, government-based companies. So after that, one full-time secretary member. So these are all the composition of CPCB. So what is the function of central board under the section 16, that is CPCB? So to advise the central government or any other matter concerning related to the prevention and control of water pollutions. So give advice to the central government. So after that, so coordinate the activities of the central boards as well as the state boards and resolve the disputes among them. So after that, so to provide the technical assistance and guidance to the state boards, so as well as researching related to the problems of water pollutions, relating to the prevention and control the water pollutions. Control the water pollutions. So after that, so to plan and organize the training persons engaged or to be engaged for the prevention and control or abatement of water pollutions on such terms and conditions as per the central board may specify. And also, so to organize through the mass media, so comprehensive program regarding the prevention and control the water pollutions. So these are all the function of that is a CPCB, that is a central board under the section of 16 Water Act 1974. So what is the function of state board? So what is the constitutions, right? So here also one chairman. So after that, that is not more than 5 members appointed by the state government represent the government. So after that, not more than 2 persons by the state government are functioning as the member of local authorities within the state. So this is not the quantity is not more than 2 persons. So next one, that is not more than 3 persons nominated by the state governments to represent the interest of fisheries, agriculture, so trade or other interests as government may seem fit. This point we already discussed in this point in the CPC term. So after that, 2 persons from the companies, so corporations which are either controlled, owned by the, so managed by the state, that is the state government companies. 2 persons from the state government companies, and also a full-time secretary member. The same point as we discussed in that CPC column, right? So these are the composition of SPCB, State Pollution Control Board, under the section of 4. CPCB means under the section of 16, right? We already discussed. So what is the function of state board? To plan a comprehensive program to protecting or controlling the water pollutions, to advise the state governments relating to the prevention and controlling the water pollutions. Next thing, the collaborating with the central board to train the person employed or to be employed in the preventing, controlling the water pollutions, to lay down and modify the effluent standards of sewage or trade effluents for the quality of receiving water resulting from the discharge of effluents, and then classify so waters of the state. So these are all the function of state board under the section of 17, the Water Act 1974. So joint board means that is a combination of both state government and then as well as the central government. So in the joint board, an agreement may be entered into the state government of one state with the state government another state, set up a joint board. Similarly, the central government and the government of the union territories can also enter into the agreement, so constituting a joint board, right? So the union territories also have the some powers based on this Water Act law. So composition of joint board is the same as like that CPCB and the SPCB. So chairman, so 2 members from the each state government. Next thing, the non-official appointed by the only one non-official appointed by the state, represented by the interest that based on the particular state, right? Next thing, that is 2 members from the companies, maybe central government or state governments. 1 full-time member secretary who have the uh, skill about that is the prevention of water pollutions or water engineering, like that. So the disqualification of members comes under that is the section 6 right? So under the section 6 of the act mentioned the grounds on which members can be disqualified from the being member of the board, right? Under the section 6. So next the meeting of the board, that is under comes under, that is the section 8. So in every 3 months, the board has conduct a meeting and review all the laws, we have previous laws, and the order implemented by it. So every 3 months, so in this based on this Water Act, every 3 months the board conduct the meeting and discussed about the various laws about the water pollutions and Water Act, what all the current situation. So after that, under the section 9, so the constitution of committees. So after that, the provision of appeals comes under, that is section 28. So in the section 28, any person who is aggrieved by the decisions of the state board made under the section 25 to section 227 has 30 days time to make an appeal in the concerned appellate authority as established by the state governments, right? So what are the penalties for the offense? If any persons fail to comply with the orders of the board, maybe state board or otherwise central board, under the subsection 2 and 3 of the subsection 20, that case of convictions is punishable for imprisonment of 3 months or a fine or both based on the crime. If any person after that, if any person fail to comply with the orders of the board under the clause E of subsection 1 of subsection 32 or with the subsection 2 of section 33, in that case the person would be punishable with the imprisonment of for 6 months extending to 6 years or fine the both. So apart from that above mentioned penalties, the section 42 mentioned the penalties for different kinds of acts, namely, so if any person removes or destroys or pull down any notice put by the board, if some obstructs the member of board or any other persons who is acting under the board, so if any person fails to produce any informations as required by the member, so of the member of the board for the performance of his duties, so if he gives any information to the members which he knows to be false. So it's the final one, there's a conclusions. So based on this, so the Water Act 1974 is a landmark environmental law, also aimed at to protect this environment from the pollutions, and also the improving the quality of water resource, and also the Water Act 1974 play a major role in controlling the water pollutions by the establishing um, the regulatory authorities like the central board or and the state board. Uh, it provides a legal framework to monitor to prevent and to control the water pollutions caused by the industries and the municipalities from other and the other sources, right? So overall, the act has mainly contributed to raising the awareness of water pollutions and the water conservations. So after that, to promote the how to and give the awareness about how to promote the sustainable use of waters. So I think this video is given a brief introduction about the Water Act 1974. Thank you. The happy learning.